We just wanted to talk a little bit about the experience that we have going to the Brooklyn Bridge last weekend. It was quite hot, but we ended up going for a walk on the Brooklyn Bridge. Did you like it?
Yeah. This isn't my first time. I've been here about 3 or 4 times, but every time that we do go to the Brooklyn Bridge, it's really, really nice. There were so many people
a lot of
taking
tourists,
pictures.
Yeah. There's a big, just like it's very disorganized. Now that I never thought of that.
Yeah.
But since there's so many tourists and so many people busier and just like it's so picturesque at the same time,
Right.
So everyone wants to be there, and the proof that you came to New York is almost going to the Brooklyn Bridge. So
Yeah.
everyone was getting, we saw people that were getting like wedding pictures and,
Right.
like high school pictures and things like that. So it was a little all over the place, but just like the meaning that brings, the meaning behind the Brooklyn Bridge, like an icon from New York, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We saw like a lot of bikes. Even bikes can go to the
Yeah,
bridge.
that's one thing that I didn't like was I knew it before because this is not the first time. But
I know, but I
it's
think
very it's very narrow. So like having bikes and people, walking and stuff like that. And there's so many tourists, so they stop. And then the bikes, they don't care. They just try to go through as fast as possible. I feel like more accidents are waiting to happen.
Yeah, and there's
hurt.
no enough like signaling in the bridge. Like this is where the people go, and this is where the bikes should go. So it's difficult for anyone, even for a people that has been living here, and a person that has been living here. It's not easy to understand. So I don't imagine how tourists feel like. Of course, they are having the time of their life, but just like there's not even a person there like can tell you, hey, this is where you go,
Right.
So I think there should be that, like someone who type of like guide people,
Yeah.
to make the things be more organic and just to flow a little more.
Yeah.
So I think we saw this time that there was not how do you say that? The locks?
Yeah, that's been out. That's been cut for a while. But the first time I went, they had locks on a whole bunch of locks on the bridge. Because I think that was the end thing at the time, where people were showing their love, so they would put locks on the bridge, and they cut all of those locks because those locks were actually weighing the bridge down, because there were so many of them. So they didn't want it to be like an accident or anything. So they cut all of them. But it was like same thing within France, where they have a bridge where they do the locks as well. So they don't have that now. So you won't be able to see that. But it's still an amazing thing to see. I would highly recommend it if you're in New York to go walk the Brooklyn Bridge. If you can walk at nighttime, I think that's the best time because it's much less crowded.
Yeah, I think the city where they have those locks is actually in Paris.
Yeah.
And they have done that since 2010.
Yeah.
And that's still going on.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's a little different because maybe that bridge is not like separating like, it's not in the water or something. Maybe that's what keeps the, bridge not like falling so much or something.
Well, I mean, you just imagine like all those locks.
I know.
It's just heavy, so they just have to cut them, and it just gets too crazy.
Yeah.
So, but like I said,
I think definitely at night. New York has a lot of bridges. It's not like Brooklyn Bridge is the only one. We have also Williams, like, how do you say Brooklyn Bridge? No. Which one is it? Manhattan Bridge?
Yep. Well, Williamsburg bridges.
Williamsburg?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always very iconic, as I said, from New York, and you definitely have to go to visit the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, we overheard when we were passing by, a kid was talking to the dad was talking to the kid, and he was like, "This is where they shot Spider-Man. This is where they shot Spider-Man." I was like, "Yeah, well, it's pretty funny." Yeah, that's what I thought the first time when I saw
Yeah.
So when I was at the bridge as well. So
I didn't even know they have do that there.
yeah, well, they shoot a lot of movies on that bridge for that bridge. So so we went to the Brooklyn Bridge, which was really nice, and then we went through to the Piers, that is by the Brooklyn Heights, Brooklyn Promenade area, and I've been there before as well, but I haven't been there recently. So this is maybe a year or two, and they completely changed it, and it looks like so much nicer. There's a lot more trees and grass.
I know.
And it was really, really cool to see.
So you already went there to the place that...
Yeah, but none of those were open.
Oh.
Yeah, now, like a lot of them are open now.
Yeah, because I never have been in those piers before, so I was surprised. Just because there's so much to do, and I was like, what have I been doing that I'm not able to, enjoy these things and, enjoy the summer more out there. So as I said before when we started, I have been in the piers in New York, in Manhattan, but not in the Brooklyn ones. And I think Brooklyn has really cool piers too. There's like a lot of events, and like there was like a photo exhibition, from like local artists and things like that. So it was very, very nice, and I think there was a place to eat too.
Yeah, there's there's a lot.
If you want to play basketball, there's like 6 or 8 basketball courts. I was surprised.
Yeah, no, Pier 2 was where all the sports stuff were. There's roller skating, basketball, a place where you can play soccer, swings.
A playground for the kids.
Playground for the kids. It's really big. It's really nice. There's a lot of people there.
And it's completely free.
Yeah, picnic table. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. So
yeah, Pier 3 was also Pier 1 and Pier 3 were similar. They had places where you can sit. There was chairs, a lot of grass areas, a lot of trees.
And I think really you're not allowed to take your dog.
Yeah, most of the places, yes.
Fortunately.
Which I agree.
Which
because,
I don't agree.
Well, would you want to sit in grass that was full of crap? I wouldn't. Seriously, I wouldn't.
I know, but if you have owners that are responsible enough to pick up the...
Okay, their pee? Would you want to sit in their pee?
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I wouldn't want to sit in their pee.
You can take a little tent or something to sit on.
No, I'd rather have certain areas no pets allowed. It just makes sense to me.
It's like Governor's Island, that they don't have like areas for dogs.
Right.
I don't know. I understand, but kind of makes me sad because dogs should be also...
They have a lot of dog parks specifically for dogs. They don't need to have every, area to be pet specific. You know? So...
Cool.
Me, I'd rather not. I'd rather have it clean. Where if I sit somewhere, I know like it's not. It's not. Because a lot of people when they're sitting, they didn't have anything. They hadn't. They were just sitting, just bare, with just their clothes. So it just makes it cleaner that way. Because even though you allow it, maybe some owners clean their, a lot of owners don't. I mean, you can already see around certain areas where you always see dog poop everywhere, dog crap everywhere, and that irks me a lot, and it annoys the crap out of me because I hate seeing poop, any type of poop. I hate seeing poop, so that's one of my pet peeves. So like, it doesn't matter where it came from, I hate seeing it. So so that's why maybe I'm more adamant about not seeing animals at the park. I mean, of course, like squirrels and stuff is going to be there, but you're not going to see them. You're not going to see their poop all the time. You're not going to be big chunks of it, Ugh.
I hope you don't want to take the squirrels out of their houses just because.
No, squirrels, whatever, birds, whatever.
I'm actually scared of squirrels, so.
You probably should be because they might have rabies or what's the one that they foam out of the mouth?
I don't know. Seizures?
No, it's not seizures. Every animal having a seizure is going to be gone.
Okay, some type of disease or something.
Yeah, but highly recommended. Go to that area, Dumbo area. Pier 1, Pier 2, Pier 3. I don't know if they're going with Pier 4,
Pier
if they
5,
have a Pier
6,
4, 5,
7.
6. But if you're going on a date, highly recommend going there.
Not only on a date, just if you want to go and have some fun by yourself, you know, if your date is not available, just go by yourself, you know, you don't have to just wait. Or just
That's true.
Have some friends, you know, go for a picnic, celebrate someone's birthday,
That's true.
You know, whatever. So yeah, it was so cool.